Magic 8 ball, do you think that we are going to have a foreclosure crisis in 2022? Don't count on it. This is Jen Myers with Jen Runs Real Estate coming to you with your November 2021 market update. And let's talk about that foreclosure crisis a little bit that those headlines are telling you is going to happen. While foreclosures are up 49% this year over last year, that's still a lower percentage than it was in 2019. So you have to look at the big picture of what's actually happening in the market. And in order to be able to do that, you really should talk to a trusted real estate professional that can give you more insight as to what's happening locally. The reality is those headlines do have an effect on people wanting to buy homes. Right now, 32% of you believe it's an okay time to buy a home. But this time last year, there were 65% of you that felt that it was an okay time. So you got to watch those headlines and really reach out and talk to somebody to see what your numbers look like and what your local numbers look like so that you can make that determination for yourself. Let's talk about the projections for 2022. Interest rates. Right now hovering, a little under 3.3%. The prediction is that they are going to be around 3.6% at the end of the third quarter next year. So you really want to take advantage of that low interest rate right now. Appreciation for home prices, 5.1% increase. This last year we saw about 14% locally in Sherwood, a little over 20% in Oregon. So that number is set to go down, but that does not mean that home values are going to be depreciating. It's going to be decelerating. They're not going to be increasing as quickly, but we're still going to see a great appreciation number. Where are home sales rounding out at? At the end of this year, we're going to be settling around 6.9 million sales. Last year was 6.5. The projection for next year is 7.5. So according to all the data and experts from Fannie Mae to Freddie Mac, the prediction is we're going to have a really healthy 2022 real estate year. Okay, so now what does that mean? You look at me and say, all right, Jen, you're telling me I have great equity in my home, but I'm just going to sell my home to buy a more expensive home. Not necessarily. You need to know your numbers. If you have a lot of equity in your home, you can use that to put a sizable down payment on the next home, and you pair that with a lower interest rate, your mortgage payment might not be that more than you think it is. So you really need to talk to a local financial expert and know your numbers. The reality is that home has really changed in the last year for people. And the question I really do get every day is, when is the foreclosure crisis going to hit? Is the market going to tank? My question back to you is, do you believe that more people are trying to buy homes now than they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Think about that for a second. 64% of you believe that home is more important now than it has ever been. You're working from home, you're schooling from home, you're exercising from home, you're doing everything. And a lot of you are going to be continuing to do that for a while. So the prediction really is that our market is going to continue to stay healthy. Home ownership is important, and there are a lot of you out there trying to buy homes. Our inventory is still low. I will be back at the end of December with your market wrap up for the year and get you going into 2022. I hope you have a really wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you all soon.